seriously popular. Now we all know they're flesh and bone, the same blood, sweat and tears. So why do famous people seem to really grind some gears?
Idiot!
Waste of space.
What the hell are they wearing that?
Who even are they?
Stupid hair.
They look a right off.
So whenever you feel lost and need uncommon sense, there's one place we all know to go: straight to the comments.
Welcome to Straight to the Comments. I'm Joh Pieters.
And I'm Archie Manners.
Straight to the Comments is a new podcast built around the hilarious, bizarre and sometimes incomprehensible comments left under MailOnline stories.
We've all seen them, the confusing, mismatched, poorly spelt, but sometimes hilarious and often rude comments. The divorced dad energy, people asking to see the manager, all tied up in a Meghan Markle-shaped bow.
I mean, it's extraordinary how many people comment on MailOnline articles. It's one of the biggest and most opinionated forums online, with over 4 million comments every single month.
And over 16 million views. There's a hell of a lot of readers having a good look at the Daily Mail and deciding what they want to share about it.
This podcast, Archie, is about comments, and more specifically, the comments left under celebrity stories on the MailOnline.
Because there's nothing the MailOnline likes more than a celebrity story, and some of it is very, very hard news, like Maya Jama's nip slip.
How it works, Mr. Manners. We use the comments left about a celebrity guest to form the basis of an interview and see if they can recognise the stories about them.
So let me get this straight. You've booked a celebrity guest, and not only have I no idea what the stories are, but also no idea who the celebrity guest is. I mean, it saves on prep, but I can't help but thinking this has been somehow engineered to make me look stupid.
No, not at all. You can manage to do that all on your own. I have, however, gone back to 2002 and prepared a handy word cloud here to help you guess who this week's guest is.
Okay, so this is made up of the comments left about this person, right? So the bigger the word on this piece of paper, the more it's being used on the MailOnline. Yeah. So we've got summer, which doesn't really narrow it down. That's only one of 4 potential seasons. Quite large writing is Love Island. So I'm going to guess it's someone from Love Island. And that's where, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast falls down, by having me co-hosting it, because I've never seen a single episode of Love Island because I have taste.
I wouldn't be so narrow-minded. It could be someone who dated someone off of Love Island.
Okay, let's try other things that Archie might know about. Footballer. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I've literally never been to see a football match.
Well, a lot of footballers go on Love Island, so...
Okay. Mum shaming. So it's a mother.
I don't know what that means.
I think it's when mothers go, oh, you're not breastfeeding your baby. It's going to end up, murdering someone when it's 60.
Were you breastfed?
I was very much breastfed.
Until the age of...
We'll move on. Newborns. So it's obviously a mother who's been mum shamed. I've got wag here, so maybe it's a wag. I know what that means. That means wife and girlfriend.
Of, generally a sports person.
Of generally a footballer.
Well, this is confusing because it says Towie there, but very small, but also Love Island.
Towie, very small, yes.
Could be Sam Garland.
It could be Sam Garland, except he's an unlikely mum. Although it is 2024, so maybe Sam Garland is a mum. It's entirely possible, ladies and gentlemen.
I can see why the MailOnline hired you. You really get them.
I understand it. Nepo baby, that's good. That's quite a small one. There's nothing I love more than a good Nepo baby, because I love famous people, and it's much easier to become friends with the children of the celebrities than the celebrities themselves.
I wish you were joking.
Okay, I think it's someone with a famous father.
Correct.
Or mother. Clearly he's been on Love Island and is a new mother.
Yes.
I mean, that really doesn't narrow it down, does it? At all. There is that one girl who's got a famous father who's on Love Island.
Which one?
Danny Dyer. Daughter of famous celebrity Danny Dyer.
That's your guess. Let's see who it is.
Is it her? Is someone waiting outside?
It is Danny Dyer!
Oh, hello!
TV personality Dani Charlotte Dyer is an actress, reality star, designer, author, and mum of 3. She shot to fame in 2018, winning ITV2's Love Island, and has since built a career and profile to rival her famous father, Danny with a Y.
3?
Yeah, I've got 3 kids.
You've been busy.
So busy.
You're young. I don't mean to be rude, but you look very young.
Yeah, I'm 27.
27?
I went from 1 to 3.
Wow.
Did you have twins?
Sorry,
yeah, twins.
That can really screw you. I saw a story the other day of a man who had triplets out of nowhere.
No, I
that
just
makes
don't
sense,
know how.
Twins is actually on the word cloud. I didn't clock that.
There you go.
That's how you go from 1 to 3 above you 27. Yeah, I was going to say, otherwise you've been very, very busy and a hell of a strain on the NHS. Have you ever been booked for something when they were expecting your dad, Danny Dyer? Has that ever happened?
I don't think so yet.
Okay, cool. Let's keep it that way.
I think sometimes someone's met me. No, someone's met me before, and they've been really disappointed. Like I had a parcel delivered, and I opened the door and he looked at me, and I was like, "What?" He was like, "Oh, I thought it was going to be Danny Dyer," and I was like, "Oh," he was really disappointed that it was me, and I was like, "Oh, thanks, that's made my day." Yeah, it's another one.
Are you now more famous than your father?
No way.
You sure?
No, I don't think so.
You're saying that. I don't know if you wasn't listening. She said the smile, which makes me think that she realises she probably is, but that her dad might listen to this and she's going to have her allowance docked.
No, do you know he still pays my phone bill? That's got to change. That's really got to change.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I know so many girls whose dad pay their phone bills. What is that? What is that about?
I think obviously when I was like younger, obviously my mum and dad. Well, my dad took the contract out for me.
My mum pays my phone bill every month.
Does she?
Yeah, obviously.
It's just the thing, they took me a contract.
You're not giving a 14-year-old a contract.
And then it's just continued. And then I was like, oh, actually, I don't know anything. I don't know how much it is a month. But it has
your
got
dad's
to change
a rich
now.
man, so he's not going to really,
Yeah, I always say, but I had to ask him for like the other day. I was like, Dad, I need an upgrade. I had to ring him. It was really, really embarrassing. It's got to change.
So I've always wanted to ask you this. How was it fun for your dad to name you Danny? Where did that come from? Why did he do this?
You know what? I think they thought originally I was going to be a boy.
Right.
But he says now, he's like, if I knew you would have wanted to have done what I was doing, like in the limelight, he definitely wouldn't have called me Danny.
But you see, I think if you weren't called Danny, you'd be a lot less successful.
Oh my God.
I bet booking restaurants is easy. Hello,
Yeah,
it's Danny Dyer.
well, he does it. He does the bookings, really. He'll drop the name. I can't do that.
Does he do the whole "Do you know who I am" routine?
No, he just goes, "You're right, it's Danny Dyer." That's quite a good idea. He does it.
Let's practice that.
He's done it once with a Chinese one.
Ring me up. I won't be the Chinese restaurant because we're not going to go there, but I'll be a restaurant.
Okay. You're right, it's Danny Dyer.
No, I haven't picked up the phone yet. Hang on.
I'll do the ring.
You do the ring.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Hello, welcome to Mr. Chan's Chinese restaurant.
You're right, it's Danny Dyer calling, mate.
Guys, it's Danny Dyer. Yes, what table do you want? I suppose it works, doesn't it? If you just pick up straight like that, yeah.
It does. It really does work.
Yeah.
And is your full name Danielle? Or?
No, it's just Danny.
It's just Danny.
D-A-N-I.
D-A-N-I.
Yeah, Danny.
On your passport, it's just Danny, middle name?
Danny Charlotte Mass Dyer.
Sorry, Mass?
Mass, because my granddad, who I call brother, is Spanish, so it's Mass. And my mum kept the double barrel, like Mass Dyer.
Right.
I'm probably, actually, joking apart, I'm probably related to your dad. Because your dad, and therefore you, because your dad is, as we know, a minor royal.
Yes.
From who do you think you are,
Yes,
right?
yes.
He's like the king's sixth cousin. And I'm the sort of similar on the other side.
Oh,
you're not.
okay.
Yeah, I am.
You always say this.
I am in the line of succession. It's a very, very, very long line. Like, not even the
It
best
is a
addict
long
could get through
line.
that on a
There'd
Saturday night.
have to be a chain of plane
But
crashes.
anyway, I just think we are potentially cousins.
Okay, fair.
Just say that to my face, would you?
So, Danny, the premise of the show is that I'm going to read out MailOnline comments from stories that feature you. Archie doesn't know what the stories are. You obviously don't know what the stories are. And between the two of you, you have to try and figure out what the story is.
And I really
Okay.
don't know what the stories are. They've printed
Fine.
me one out, so I am as lost as you are.
Okay. First comment is from Prabs in Doncaster.
Who are these people? That's
Wait.
not a real name.
It's Prabs.
Do you have any friends called Prabs?
No, I hope not, if they're commenting about me on the Daily Mail. Goodness me. Imagine that if you caught your friend, like, commenting. It wasn't very nice.
It would be
Archie
like
does
the Vardy Rooney thing all over
Oh
again,
my
wouldn't
God, I
it?
was hooked on that.
Archie's got several accounts that he comments on MailOnline with.
Do you have an account?
Yeah, 5.
Really?
None under my own name, but yeah, I comment. Sometimes I argue with myself just to kick off
Oh my
discussion.
God.
It's honestly,
Do you really?
if you're a mum of 3,
Yeah,
so
I
you've
don't
actually
have
got a
time
life
for
in it.
that.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not, so I do have time for it, and I will just sit there and have arguments myself, and then other people will chime in, and then I'll agree with myself, I'll agree with them. You can while away
Wow.
many, many hours doing it.
Okay.
But
Do
it's
not
so
ever
addictive.
say that on a first date.
Yeah. it's so addictive, you may end up like forgetting to feed the children or something, and it could have serious ramifications because you can spend hours doing it.
Okay, fine.
Private school. That's what it does
Yeah,
for you in this
privately
country.
educated.
That's some soggy biscuit.
Okay, the first comment.
It didn't look old enough. I thought it were a girlfriend at first when I clicked on the article. Good gene pool.
So these are about you.
About me, okay.
So he doesn't look old enough. So is it a? I mean, what are the gender of your children?
Well, that could be about my little boy then.
Yeah, what have you
Santi.
got? A boy and 2
Boy
girls?
and 2 girls, yeah. He doesn't look old enough. What was the second thing?
The comment says, he doesn't look old enough. I thought it was a girlfriend at first when I clicked the article. Good gene pool.
Good gene pool.
That
Doesn't
implies it's
look
your
old
son, but
enough.
then you can't. No one would think you're dating your own child.
No,
How old's the
yeah.
boy?
He's 3.
Are you happy to give us? What's his? You just,
Santi.
Santi.
Yeah. Oh, is that about my dad because he doesn't look old enough?
How old's your dad?
gene pool because that genetics.
Yeah, it's genetics.
Yeah, it's a genetic thing. He's 47.
Let's go on to the next comment to find out. This one's from Myriad Iluin. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Welsh. But
Try it again.
Myriad Llewelyn.
Try that surname. Let's see how long it's going to take. Start the clock.
Llewellyn.
One more time.
Llewellyn.
One more time.
Danny, do you know?
Llewellyn?
Llewellyn. It's Llewellyn.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn. If
That
you want
is
to say it
Welsh,
really
right?
Welsh, you sort of spit at the microphone and say, Llewellyn. Llewellyn.
Llewellyn.
She comments,
If she shares his talent for acting, then they better make some more room for all them BAFTAs and Oscars.
Yeah, this is definitely. Oh my God. If she.
and then Dr. Smart said,
She cute. How old is she?
Dr. Smart, hello.
I don't know. I have literally no idea
So
what
this
this
is
one's
obviously
about.
a story. This has got to be a story, I reckon, about you and your dad being pictured together. Comment 1 is basically saying, is your dad dating you? Comment 2 is saying your father and daughter, but is she good at acting because they're going to make space at the BAFTAs? And comment 3 is, I would like to sleep with you.
Oh, cute.
Not me personally, sorry, that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
Dr. Smart. Dr. Smart would like to sleep with you. I wonder what he's a doctor of.
being smart.
Dr. Smart. Definitely not a doctor.
How many, I mean, there must be millions of these, but are you often papped with your dad? Are you out and about with your dad a
Yeah,
lot?
maybe when we was doing our travel show.
You're on the, you're going down the wrong path.
I'm going down the complete
It's,
wrong path.
Before you did Love Island, this takes place. That's
Oh
a
my
clue for you.
God.
So
Before...
what other acting did you do before?
Is it something to do with acting?
Yes.
What acting did you do before? Let's go from the beginning, because you must have done...
I did it in his film once.
A which?
He did a film and I played a little part in his film.
The answer is Danny's acting debut, age 17.
Yeah,
The article
that
is
was
from
it.
March 2013, and it was your very first
Yes.
appearance in the Mail-Online.
There we go.
Very good! And you remember the name of the film?
Vendetta.
Correct.
There we
The
go.
headline is Chip Off the Old Block. Danny Dyer's teenage daughter, Danny, makes her big screen debut with her father in Vendetta.
And Dr. Smart, that comment was about a 17-year-old girl. Well done. Best of luck with the upcoming court case.
So what was your role in that film, Danny?
Well, that was actually sort of really last minute. So it was just in the beginning part of it. But the woman that was originally casted fell pregnant. And the girl actually gets dragged out of the car. And obviously, as a pregnant woman, you can't be having that done.
But your
So-
dad went, fuck it, I've
My
got
daughter-
one in the back.
I've got a daughter at home, so
She'll be happy to
she'll
do
work. She'll do it. I was just turning 17. I remember I was at college and absolutely hated it. And he rang me and went, do you want to have a little part in a film? And I was like, yeah. I loved drama so much.
And was
I really
that
did.
fun?
Did
I
you do
loved
drama
it.
at college?
Yeah, I did performing arts, but I just hated the whole ballet side of it. I love dancing. When
Yeah.
I was younger, I loved it. I loved performing and.
But you
all
can't
that.
just pick and choose, can you?
No,
can't
you
just be
have
like,
to do performing arts.
You can't just be like, screw Swan Lake, I want to do some drum
Yeah,
and bass.
so that was my first thing, and it was so much fun. Actually,
Oh, that's so
yeah,
cool. Who else was in the
17.
film? Can you remember, was anyone else famous in it? Was it just Danny? It was just basically
My
the Danny's.
dad was like the lead in it.
Oh, yeah, I
so
love
it was
that.
the
I
lead.
love it. Yeah. No one as big as my dad.
And is acting something you want to do more now, or is it like...
I just had like zero confidence, I think. I
Okay.
think for me as well, when it was like, I chose the Love Island route.
Yeah.
I think once you go down that like reality television route, it's sort of hard to
You
get
say that
back onto
Donald
that.
Trump became president.
I mean,
so,
sort
you know, no door is closed to you, Danny.
No, I loved it, but
I can
just
see you Prime Minister in a few years' time.
imagine
I can
me.
see-
Goodness gracious, there would be no traffic wardens if there was.
That'd be your first
I
policy.
can't cope with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Hold your horses.
Okay, very good. Let's go on to the next story. The first comment is from Little Lasso from Sunderland. She says,
Kira looks like Sienna of Hollyoaks.
Did you play a role called Kira?
No.
Have you ever been in Hollyoaks? You haven't done that. Do you remember when AJ Pritchard and his brother were on Hollyoaks?
Oh yeah, they got. Oh bless them.
No, don't
they
bless them.
did
It was
try.
one of the most appalling pieces of
No,
acting.
well,
It was
let's
so
give
funny.
let's let our guests give a fair recollection of their acting performance on that
No,
show.
you know what? They wasn't too bad. Bless them.
And then you can be honest, it's Mail-Online. You know, we
Yep.
have to.
No, do you know what? They wasn't bad. They like that performing thing, don't they? I don't
Yeah,
like
they
being
just like
mean.
the-
I'm sure I'd like crack cocaine, but it doesn't mean I should do it in front of the
think they
nation.
It
showed
was on the swing, wasn't they? What
Yes, they were on the swing and they were like, you're on a swing.
Okay, we've been sidetracked there. To take you back.
Sorry, what was it? Yes, can you remind us of Little Lasso's comment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the comment was Kira looks like Sienna of Hollyoaks.
And no one knows what that means.
No.
Moving on
idea.
to the next comment. This is from Bonnie.
Where does Bonnie live?
Argyle and Boot.
Butte.
Argyle and Butte. Where
Why did we get the man who doesn't live here to read out the location?
makes for more fun?
Where do you think that is?
In Argyle.
It's in Scotland.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, comment 2.
Why is Danny Dyer's daughter being shoved down our throats on a daily basis now? Is there a leap into celebrity on the cards, perhaps?
So clearly, Danny, this is before you were a celebrity in your own right, but you were clearly featured in some sort of press or something.
Is it film premieres already? I'm only thinking that I don't know. What did I do before?
It's not
Was I on a beach?
No.
Have you done X on the beach?
No, I'm not. Goodness
have
me.
you done? No, you
no.
haven't. No.
You
That
know.
wasn't another one. Another howler, was it?
That Who's X is next. Goodness me.
Josh wanted to do that show, but you wouldn't. You'd need a whole island, not a single beach, just to fit them all in.
That's because of Danny. Again, don't listen to him. It's not true at all. I'll give you the third comment, which will probably help. This is from Zaza from Cheadle. Wow, fancy that. One day a babysitter, next an Oscar-winning actress. Now they are dreams come true.
Did you ever go to an award ceremony because of the film you were in earlier? Did you ever go with your dad?
Yeah. Was it a film premiere?
No.
Oh, what a premiere.
Did you ever win? Have you won any awards?
I did
Love
actually.
Island?
I won a Specsavers Award.
You won what? Sorry.
What do you mean you won a Specsavers
So
award?
they did an event at Specsavers, and I need to actually find out what the award was, but I won an award.
Did you ever have a famous babysitter? Who babysat you?
Keira Knightley.
Fuck off! No, sorry.
She did.
You were babysat by
I
Keira.
had no idea that it was Keira Knightley that babysat me.
So
Yeah.
the answer is Keira Knightley used to be your babysitter.
Yeah.
The article headline
What?
is...
Sorry, what? Whoa, hang on.
Yeah, she let me stay up past my bedtime and eat sweets. Danny Dyer's daughter, Danny, 18, reveals a teenage Keira Knightley was once her babysitter.
She was.
That is mad.
That's was one of my biggest celebrity crushes
I know,
growing
but
up.
I didn't know that it was Keira Knightley. Well, it wasn't for that long. It was basically the partner she was with at the time was in one of my dad's films. Obviously, I was quite young, and she just looked after me.
Had she done anything by then, or was this like
I think she'd done Bend It Like Beckham, because I remember sort of looking at her and thinking, I know you are, blah, blah, blah. And then when we got home from the film set, because we was away quite a lot. Like I just went away on film sets with my dad if it was like over half term and stuff. So yeah, then I got home. My mum was like, "That's Keira Knightley," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
What films was she in?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is she in Love Actually?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I know the one.
Yeah.
She's the tit massager in Love Actually.
Is she a tit massager?
Is she the one that
No,
Martin
she's the
Freeman?
one.
No, she's the one that marries the wrong guy.
The door scene. Yeah,
Yeah, the door
and the film goes. The
Yeah.
wedding
She's
video is always on her.
beautiful. Yeah.
She is a very beautiful lady.
She is. What was she like as a babysitter?
Yeah, what's
Just
her child
lovely.
protection like?
I mean, it was years and years ago, but she was lovely.
Are you still in touch?
No,
Oh, does she follow you?
no, I don't think she does.
Right, we need to
No,
get
she
Keira
never
Knightley.
reached out after that.
Did she not? You see, because if she's had a big role in your growing up. I think after you won Love Island.
It was only a small little fraction
I
of my
think
life,
you-
but it was really lovely. She was really
Babysitters are
lovely.
important.
It's such a coincidence because apparently she's a massive fan of the podcast as well.
Oh, really?
So,
Maybe
yeah.
there we go. Next week she'll be on the
she'll be on.
podcast. There we go.
Have you ever pulled that out on like a first date, or you know, in like an office environment, or like in a work environment? Tell me something random and interesting about
No,
you.
that is actually a really good fun fact.
Keira Knightley
Because
was
I
my
never knew what my fun fact was, so I should.
And now you've got
Keira
it.
Knightley used to be my babysitter.
There we
So
go.
good.
Incredibly, a lot of people don't use every single famous person they've met to brag or elevate themselves in
Yeah.
society. Arch.
Well, that's their own fault. They're missing a trick.
I dare you.
Okay, on to the next story. This comment is from Northern Cynic from Leeds. He says,
Well, if no one did before, they all will now. Got to look their best when showing off on Instagram.
If no one did, then they all will now. Got to look your best before.
showing
So
off
is
on
this
Instagram.
is this like some kind of change you make to yourself? Is it some makeup or Botox or anything like that?
Is it?
Don't know, you got to tell me, Danny.
I'm having a little thing.
Are you?
If she didn't show it. How are you guessing these real quick?
I'm incredibly intelligent.
Yeah, I can tell.
No, I'm not.
Showing
just
off
guessing.
on Instagram.
He's also not
Is it
like-
makeup then?
We're going to move on to the next comment from Sunshine in London.
She blow dried them and then put on her sunglasses. Lol, what the f***? And who the f*** does that?
I know what this is. I'll blow dry my lashes in Love Island.
Did what?
What?
Is that it?
Yeah, that is it.
So
Sorry,
you
it still
blow dried
surprised me.
your eyelashes.
Yeah. So I had false lashes on.
Yeah.
And the lady that did them for me, she said to keep them nice and fresh and, you know, because you can get real greasy. I know it sounds really silly. You just have to put like Johnson's baby shampoo on them and then like wash and blow dry them.
Sorry.
And then they go real fluffy. It's real, like, that's the thing.
So it's like, is this actually a thing?
No, it's the thing. So you just like wash them.
How do you wash them?
Like, so you just get your fingers and massage them in your hands and then shove them in your eyes and then wash them out. It's real simple.
And then
just a little blow dry, make them nice and fluffy.
with an actual...
With a little eyelash curl, like an eyelash curler.
And
then
like miniature
a little
fans,
light
like something that's
I
like...
thought it was a thing, because obviously, like, I remember her saying to me before I went in there, like, make sure you blow dry your lashes, make sure you blow dry your lashes. I was like, yes, I will, Nikki, I will.
Well,
and then I blow dried them, and then that was it.
It must be a thing, because Pink Lizzie from Glasgow says...
Been doing this for 20-odd years, eyelashes are fine.
So,
I suppose it makes sense. It's the same kind of stuff as
Yeah,
the
because
top of your head, right?
your lashes are obviously attached to the false ones, so it's just keeping them fresh. And obviously I was in the sun. And
So actually you were just blow drying the fake lashes?
Yes.
And
I wouldn't do it on my normal
Is that real
ones.
hair? Is that
I
like
don't
cut
know
off?
what
Is there
that is.
someone
I don't
walking out
know.
with no lashes because they've donated them to
No,
Danny Dyer?
it's like, no, because no one would have lashes like that.
They're like...
They're really, it depends what kind of ones you go
Cows
for.
have very... I've always wondered maybe if it's another animal.
Oh, no,
'cause
it's
cattle
definitely
have
not
very,
animals.
very
There's
long-
no animal cruelty going on, I
okay.
don't think.
So speaking about Love Island, that was obviously what propelled you to big fame. Do you regret doing it at all? Is it something you look back fondly upon? How do you view Love Island now?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, I've got nothing but, like, it was like one of the best summers of my life. I've always said it.
How long were you in there
Like
for?
6 years ago now. Like, and
Because you also, I don't mean to be rude to Love Island because it's obviously a hugely successful show, but your series was the one where it gripped the nation.
That was where
and
it really got big.
Oh yeah, it exploded. Do you not remember? Like, I feel like
Yeah.
the first series it was like bubbling up, and then for some reason it caught the attention of the nation.
That season.
Oh, it was
yours.
just
And I think it's
so
probably
much
because of the
fun.
cast.
Like, if I could relive a summer, it would be that one.
So
it was
why
so
are you
good.
not on the All Stars series?
I'm taken. I'm very taken.
You have to be single.
Yes. Yes. Imagine that if I just rocked up on Love Island.
Are we allowed to know who you're taken by?
Jared. His name's Jared. He's so sweet.
What does Jared do?
He plays football.
He does he?
To what level?
Amazing. Who does he play for? Does he play like
He
professionally?
plays for West Ham. Yeah, he plays
That's fine. I'm
for
sure football too. Don't feel embarrassed about it.
Yeah, I can.
I'll have you. I was being naughty there because I actually knew that. But Jared Bowen is. I mean, he's probably one of West Ham's best players. I think he's their highest goal scorer for
And
this
is
season.
West Ham a good team?
I think they're currently 6th in the Premier League.
Oh, so
they're
real football.
quite
Oh,
a big
wow.
team, yeah.
Real football.
Oh, shit. No, sorry. I thought maybe like just, because like... It's,
He
right.
knows very little about sports.
Yeah, I can tell.
So is he like-
He plays
unfortunately.
hockey.
What kind of... what's his favourite position?
He plays for England, mate.
What, is he a winger? Is he a...
He's a winger. Yeah.
He's a winger. Okay, he's a
Yeah.
winger. There you are. See, I should have just guessed it, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
That would've been good.
you
So
should
he
have
runs
guessed
up
it.
and down the
Does know
side
it.
of the pitch.
Yeah, it runs up on the
He,
side. Yeah.
Danny, I got a fun fact for you. He's in my fantasy team.
Oh, is he? Yeah, because I get DMs all the time on Instagram. Like, I need to know for my fantasy team is Jared playing. And I'm like, I don't think I'm allowed to reveal this information.
That's interesting. Yeah, one day
I get that a lot.
Because you could also, obviously, players have got in trouble before for betting on themselves and that sort of thing. You would have inside information. So
I do have
you've got to
inside.
be
Yeah, I
careful what you
can't bet.
say.
I could never bet.
Yeah.
I'm much more interested in his drinking habits because I've read articles with professional footballing people that say that on Christmas Day they can't have a drink because they're all playing
no,
on
they
Boxing
can't.
Day.
Yeah, no.
So was your Christmas just very boring?
No, because my dad was there.
Oh.
He does the drinking. No,
Also, some people can have fun without
yeah, you
drinking.
don't need
Arch.
alcohol. Like, and I really like that about him. Actually, that he's not a massive drinker.
So what
and he really
is it
takes
after-
care of himself, so it's nice.
Is it after a big... If he wins a prize, will he then get pissed? Like,
He just doesn't really like alcohol that
show
much.
pony. He doesn't just
was
win
called
a
a trophy,
prize.
a cup or whatever. You know, like when they win. When they win a
he
match.
wins
When they win a
Yeah.
match.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's-
Like,
he
when
does have a
now and
celebration
again.
now and again.
Now
Yeah.
and again.
When he wins a
When
prize.
he wins a prize.
Well, that's what it is, isn't it?
What prizes are they winning?
FA Cup, isn't that
Yeah,
a prize?
that's a big prize.
Yeah, that's a
That's a-
big,
yeah,
big,
yeah,
big
prizes
prize.
can come in all sizes. It's not just he's winning a tombola at a village fete.
Well, Danny, I'm very jealous of your boyfriend.
I'm jealous of your boyfriend. 150 grand a week or something, probably. Bloody hell! Wow. It's a flat
I've
a
got a
week.
question because
Flat away.
I'm-
Not flat. Not in London.
No, not in London. It's to be. Wow.
I'm a big sports fan.
Do you find it nervous, joking apart, watching him play?
Yeah, you know what you do now, because I was never interested in football. Like, I just wasn't. And then now when you watch it, you're watch
You're
it in a
so
different kind of way.
invested.
Yeah, you're invested. Yeah.
And I know it's different for loads of players. How different is his mood if he comes home after a win versus a loss, or does he sort of forget about it by the time he's home? How much does it affect
I think
him?
it depends really. Like, obviously if they win, they're always buzzing, but I
Yeah.
think it depends how much it means to them. Like
Yeah.
sometimes they can just sort of swallow it really and be like, okay,
'cause they're
fine,
just, like,
yeah, it
playing
is what it
against Reading or
is. Like,
whatever,
but
yeah.
then
No, but like, I imagine some matches are more important than others.
Yes, sometimes, but he is pretty good at like dismissing it and just getting over it. But there has been definitely a couple of times where he's been
how do
gutted.
your routines match up? Because obviously he presumably plays football every day.
Yeah,
right?
every
like,
day.
So right now
He's
he's just
real
kicking a ball
busy.
around. That's what he's doing.
He's actually got today off, which is quite nice.
Does it work with your life versus his life?
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah.
I think you know, he is really busy, but then he does have time at home, which is nice. It is quite a nice balance, but there are definitely times where he's gone quite a lot, which can be hard. But you know, that's his career.
So the headline of the article was, "Do you blow dry your eyelashes? Love Island star Danny Dyer baffles fans with a surprising beauty hack, but experts warn it could damage your eyes."
And before you go to the break, just yes or no, do you still blow dry the lashes?
Currently, no.
No, but would you again?
Yeah.
Yes, she still stands by.
I'm definitely sticking to the blow drying the lashes.
Well, on that note, we're going to go to a break. I'm going to ask Danny a lot more questions about Jared Bowen because I am a very big fan, but we'll see you shortly.
Just say that to my face, would you?
So, Danny, what was life like when you were a child and your dad was a world-famous movie star?
It was real normal. Like, we live a really normal life.
Super normal.
Yeah, it's just...
In a 7-bedroom house.
No.
No?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Not at the beginning. No, I think you feel like when someone's like like an actor, you feel like they get paid like so much money. But like my dad, when he was younger, obviously just starting out, like we sort of moved to Essex when I was around 12.
Yeah. When you were younger, was there a moment when you realised, oh, dad's famous? Or like, oh, my dad's not the same as other people's dads?
Yeah, I think mostly when I like started secondary school.
Okay.
Like there was more like, because when I went to like primary school, I was like East London and everyone sort of knew who I was, like my dad was. So everyone treated me pretty normal and I really loved that. But then when I moved to Essex.
I guess in Essex there's less happening there, isn't there?
Well, I think celebrity is a more exciting thing in Essex.
Yeah, in
for
Essex
sure.
it's
Well,
more
they make
like...
anyone a celebrity in Essex, don't
Yeah.
they? Like, it's a pretty it's a pretty low bar to being.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Towie? Like
I have, yeah.
people there become famous for not doing a lot.
That's always an option for you. You know, you're on this quest
my
to become
accent's
famous.
Not that good.
Yeah.
It's not very
sadly,
Towie.
but my vajazzle is amazing.
Danny, how old was your dad when he had you?
19. So he just did I think he did like human traffic when he was like, I was 2.
So just
he
clarify,
was, like,
he
21.
does that's the name of a film.
No, he did a movie called Human Traffic at like 21. So I was like 2, and then it was like Football Factory. So sort of as I was growing up, I was sort of going with his career.
And did you see a lot of him when you were younger, or was he?
Not on holidays and stuff. Like he was not really there on holidays and things like that.
Do you like regret that now?
No, because I think you make up for it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really remember a lot of my holidays, to be honest, as
Yeah.
a child. I spent a lot of time in Mallorca because my granddad's Spanish. Not drinking, only fruit shoots. But yeah, so as I grew up, it was mostly like me and my mum, I'd say.
Yeah. And what does your mum do? Is she a celeb?
No, she's not a celeb. God, no. We always say she'd be cancelled. no, I love my mum. She's literally like the rock of the house.
And so does she like the fact that she lives with 2 famous people? Or is she kind of like, does she wear it quite like does she wander around Morrison's going, hi, wife of Danny Dyer, mother of Danny Dyer?
No, absolutely. No, she keeps my dad so humble. Like, God, yeah. Yeah, she's like the trouser. She wears the trousers.
Your dad comes across as quite like gruff, strong man.
No, he's not. He's so emotional.
Is he?
So I always say it like
You can
my
be
mum
strong
is
and emotional, Danny.
I love how emotional he is.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's lovely, like as a man, like he's real. He'll deny it, but he is.
Is he good to? Has he met your partner?
Yeah, of course. I would like to think so. Yes.
And what does he? Because I always think it's interesting when one thinks about like, what one's parents are like to the people that you're dating.
Yeah.
Because it's always quite an intense first meeting, right? When you meet, and what was that like meeting when you met the footballer?
Yeah, it was fine. I mean,
So
he
what's his
sort of
name
knew
again?
of Jared anyway.
Jared.
He sort of knew of Jared anyway because Jared plays for a team that he supports. Like, so my dad.
Oh, was your dad a West Ham fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
wow.
going to say, because if Jared, who's West Ham's big? Do they have a big rival?
Millwall.
If he played for Millwall, would that be a problem?
No.
Okay, so it's not like.
I'd say
nuts.
this. I don't know. Like, he wouldn't care. As long, listen, people always say, I bet your dad loves that because like, you're dating someone from West Ham, but he could be a total like arsehole. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's not. So I think that was just a bonus.
it's a
The
nice
West Ham
step.
thing was a bonus, yeah.
It helps.
Yeah, it
Do you ever
does
get bored being thought of as the daughter of Danny Dyer? Danny
No,
Dyer?
not at all. Like, no, absolutely
I mean, to
not.
be fair, it's like being the daughter of a legend, isn't it? It's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's not a bad gig.
Oh yeah, at least I'm not like,
You're not a
someone
daughter of
that I hate.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Or
God.
that'd be worse.
That would be worse.
Do you have anything else coming up, Danny? Any acting or appearances in shows we need to look out for?
The acting, no. I mean,
Okay.
there's definitely more talks of, shows and stuff. I did a couple of real fun ones last year.
Yeah.
I did MasterChef as well. I really
Oh,
liked
did
that.
you? Cool. How was that?
Like the best thing I've ever done.
What did you
I was
cook?
shitting myself. That was the worst thing. Like the nerves, I've never felt nerves like it.
Really?
Like never. That I had to cook like venison. I've never done venison before.
How did you do it?
Just grilled it,
So
put it on the
said,
pan. But it was like a massive, honestly,
haunch.
the meat. I was like, I wouldn't even know where to start with it.
Did you taste it afterwards? I didn't. So, good news. We're serving venison to nursery school children now. So your kids are going to be... Yeah, we are.
It depends what area.
No, seriously, everywhere. The wild deer population is so big, we are now going to start serving... This is true, this is in the paper. This is in the Daily Mail only 2 days ago. We're going to start serving venison to children because it's very good for you. It's very cheap, it's very environmentally friendly because it comes from nearby. Yeah, it's loads of them. They're running wild in the rest of the country. It's a delicious meat. It's a really...
I've never ever... No, I've
Did you
never
not even eat your
eaten
own
it.
one?
It just looks a bit meaty for
A bit
me.
like Bambi.
Oh,
Because it is basically Bambi.
It's Bambi,
It
yeah.
is Bambi, yeah.
It is
Yummy.
That is her. Apparently, Danny, the West Ham fans have a chant about you. Is that true?
They do.
What is? Can you repeat it on this very
I
respectful
don't know.
program?
It's very respectful, isn't it? No, you know the song. It says Bowen's on fire and he's shagging Danny Dyer. But what's the song? Crazy
There are two
songs?
very aggressive producers in our ears
They
there
was
who've
really
just sung it
aggressive,
to
yeah.
us. Proper Millwall fans back there going,
Free from
he's
desire. I
shagging
dread
Danny
it.
Dyer when Greg is on fire.
I dread
He's
it when it
shagging
comes
Danny-
on. Dread.
Do you dread it?
Because not that long ago I went to an away game, and I don't usually like going to the away games because it is like
Quite hectic.
there's like the die-hard fans. They're crazy. And then I was like, I really need a drink. And I was like, do I die of dehydration? I would rather have died of dehydration, to be honest. That was the better option.
Yeah.
Because what I come out and they're all looking at me, and I was like, they all sang the song.
God.
I was literally in the midst of
This
the
is why
crowd.
it should be banned.
No, it's fine.
Where-
It's so fun.
when you
It
go
really,
to a
really
match,
doesn't
how
bother
does it
me.
work? You go, do you have like a security guard with you? Are you in a special box?
There's a little family area.
Sandwiches, platters.
Sandwiches, yeah. They do need to update their sandwiches, though. Goodness me, always the same one.
Really, so West Ham sandwiches are not good.
No, I need better sandwiches.
Great. Well, we'll see what we can do about that.
This has got quite a.
I did put it in the suggestion box.
You did. Sorry, you put into the suggestion box. Sorry, there's a suggestion box. And so talk to me. So you're in the you're with all the wags. What happens?
No, it's not. It's not like the wag thing. It's really not like that.
Okay, with all the families.
It
And
was,
what happens?
no. So there was just a suggestion box, and then you can put in their suggestions. I'm not asking for just like some like chicken dippers, or do you know what I mean? Like
No, absolutely.
sausage rolls,
Yeah.
or just something.
What have they got on offer at the moment?
Just sandwiches.
What kind?
To be fair, so you have like at half time, you have like your donuts and stuff, which are lovely, and your sweets. But then at full time, then I do like that. They've got like the cold meats and stuff, cheese and crackers. That's really nice.
Just so at the moment, the variety of sandwiches is
It's
boring.
not good.
But you, fortunately, this will be solved because you, Danny Dyer, have put into a suggestion
That's
box.
good.
I would cater it. It wouldn't bother me. I'd bring in my
Also,
own
we've got this podcast's got great reach, so maybe someone from West Ham will hear this and they will update.
I'm going to be
this.
barred from West Ham. I'm gone, barred.
Maybe you should stop bringing your own sandwiches in a
Yeah,
lunchbox.
fair. Yeah, I should
Order of
bring
all
my
the
own.
sandwiches. Get some more fuck sandwiches.
Okay.
Right. Were there any other reality shows you would consider? Strictly or I'm a Celeb or...
I love Strictly, but I don't think that is a real competition. And I feel like if I got nominated out the first week, it'd just break my heart into pieces.
I always feel sorry for the
Dance
idiot
Feel
that
Nice, I
goes-
love to watch, but at the same time, I would break a bone.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just not that fortunate. The Jungle I love, but it's a lot, isn't it? But I
is
do
a
love
lot.
watching them
What
sort
about
of
£1 million
shows.
for the Jungle?
I just don't think I could do the Jungle.
£2 million
No,
the
it's
Jungle.
not about the money. It's about...
£3 million for the Jungle. Because it keeps going. Like, they will
It's
just
like-
keep
it's
throwing
getting-
money at you.
No. I love the Jungle. I think that's
Your
a
agent's
really
sitting
hard
next
bit.
door. She
Yeah,
would go, £3 million, Dyer. You go, fucking get on that plane. Off you
sign me
go.
off, so I'd be gone.
Ironically, Archie would pay £3 million to be on the Jungle.
No, I
but
wouldn't.
That's a
Not- I hate
conversation
it.
I
I've
for a
love to
separate
do
time.
I love to do documentaries. That's something I love to do.
That's
I did
nice.
one last year, and I would love to do it again.
Okay.
That's the kind of route I'm going.
You should do a
in.
documentary on football chants. A history of
Oh, that
football
was
chants.
quite
That would
cool,
be
isn't
so
it?
good. It could start with you standing on the pitch with them going, shagging Danny Dyer.
Well, Java dances to it, and he
Yeah,
does. He
this
does.
would be fantastic.
Just say that to my face, would you?
Okay, here we go. On to the next story. And the first comment is from Dyer KT from Glasgow. He says,
Surely that's the whole point of the show, to take part in risky physical challenges. Injuries are a given.
I know this. Why do I know this? Weirdly, you were on a show.
Yeah, I was. I know this
before Love Island,
Survival of
and
the
you
Fittest.
broke down, didn't you, or
I
something?
dislocated my shoulder.
That was it.
Well, you guys have done it. That's it. Dani dislocated her arm and had to withdraw from Survival of the Fittest. The headline was, "Furious Danny Dyer demands answers from show bosses as his daughter Dani Dyer is ruled out of Survival of the Fittest after shoulder injury."
You went on Survival of the Fittest. In a way, I think, had you competed on Survival of the Fittest and gone the whole hog without...
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have done Love Island.
And then it would have actually been a disaster.
Yeah, I feel
you wouldn't
like
be sitting here.
No,
You'd
it
be
all
working in
happened for a reason. That,
Yeah, it
I
really
think
did, didn't
was
it?
because I remember like the bosses sort of contacted like of the show, the producers, and said, "Oh, do you want to go on this show?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah, like it sounds kind of fun. Like, why not?" And then obviously I went on there, and then within a day, dislocated my shoulder. And it was horrendous. And then the next day, like I was sort of waiting to go home, and they were like the Love Island bosses, and they was like, "What do you think of Love Island?" And I was like, "Oh, I ain't going on that. Like my love life is a disaster." And I was like, "No way." And I was like, okay. And then within a few months, they was like, "Come on, Danny, come and meet us." And then I was like, "Do you know what? Why not? Let's go have a good time." And
It's
I'm so
amazing
glad that
how
happened
things happen
because
for a reason,
you're
isn't
right.
it?
If I would have done Survival of the Fittest any longer, then I couldn't have gone on Love Island.
No, because you
Wouldn't have made sense.
just been that round away from the other show. It would have been too cross-pollinated.
And what is this about senior Danny Dyer demanding answers from show bosses?
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Okay,
He wouldn't
that's
have done
just a
that.
bit of,
I remember like ringing them, and they was like, "Oh, Dan, this is totally you, and it dislocating your shoulder on telly." Like,
Yeah.
And then when I told him about Love Island, then that was a different story.
Oh, yeah, how did he react to that?
Oh, he didn't speak to me really. No,
Really? What did he say?
because he said because there was like rumours that I was going on it, and I didn't really know if I was. And then
Yeah.
he said it to me, and then originally I said, "No, Dan, I won't go on that." And then
Yeah.
I was like completely lying to him. And then a week before I told him I was going.
And before you actually went in, had he calmed down to it yet?
No, he just put the suitcases in the car and he was like, "Yeah, all right, see you in a bit."
Do you think he watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he blubbered like a baby every night and then.
Did he? If I asked him now, "Are you pleased Danny did Love Island?" What did he say?
Yeah, no,
Has he admitted he was wrong then?
Yeah, he always says now, like, right, you did, like, because I always go to him for advice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, he's been around the block a few times, hasn't he? in this
He knows,
business?
he
Yeah.
knows.
You say that to my face, would you?
On to the next story. Green Peso from London says,
Upper classes have a bit of class and don't start swearing and drinking until the sun sets.
So upper class, because I'm not upper class, maybe?
No, you are. You're royal.
any idea? Okay, then Dectra1 from Paisley said,
No wonder kids' languages is bad now. If they're normalising this kind of behaviour, believe me, this is not how all people communicate. This is so wrong to be on TV.
Have you been filmed saying really bad language?
When have I swore recently?
Even on Love Island?
Is this an old article?
Did you tell someone to F off on Love Island, or...?
it's not new.
It's not Love Island. Was it on Love Island?
No.
After Love Island?
I don't know.
Oh.
You wouldn't have done that in Italy.
It was in Italy.
Did you swear in Italy?
We swore in Italy.
What did you...
My dad swore quite a lot in Italy because I remember there was an article about him swearing quite a lot in Italy.
Well, the next comment is from Clarissa1 from Manchester.
What's the point of making a show if the presenters or protagonists have to be bleeped 74 times? Maybe this suggests they're not the right choice. Don't get me wrong, it can happen a few times, but at this level, it's unprofessional.
That was definitely about Italy, I'd say.
So, sorry, what were you swearing in
I
Italy
don't think
about?
it was. I think that was my dad that swore quite a lot. To be
It
honest.
says, the answer is during Danny and her dad's travel show, Absolutely Dyer, Danny and Danny do Italy, they were a bit sweary. The headline was, Danny Dyer and daughter Danny swear more than 70 times during opening episode of
I
their
always
travel
gave my dad
series.
65. Me,
Can I just say, I feel
them.
very sorry for the junior journalist in this building. His job was to watch your entire show and count how many
Count
swear
how many
words
swear words
there
there
were.
were.
Is he quite a sweary person generally?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
And you're not?
I swear, but I'm not like a pot. But some people would call me probably a potty mouth. But I don't think I swear loads.
Hold your horses.
Next story. The first comment is from JD1079.
I'm quite a relaxed, open-minded person, but to me, some of the things he says are inappropriate for a father to say to a daughter.
Oh, I know what this is. The tuna sperm.
It's the what? Sorry?
Sorry, what?
It's the what?
Is this the tuna sperm on the travel show?
Maybe. Just tell us a bit more about what that
No,
is.
so we had to when we did the around Italy, we had to do like, some tasting, and then the guy gave me tuna sperm
Sorry, to eat?
to eat, like
I
to
suppose.
try it. Apparently, people eat tuna sperm like it's really like nutritious and stuff. I think he turned around and said something along the lines of, I wouldn't usually advise about the sperm, but on this time I congratulate you.
Okay.
So he was congratulating me from eating tuna sperm.
So your father congratulated you for ingesting tuna sperm?
Because he was going, well done, because it was like a big thing, like because I was a bit like, oh, I don't want to eat it.
Like, was it the fact it was tuna or sperm? What put you off more?
I love tuna.
I appreciate that story, but that is that's not the story.
Because that was the story. It was that
No, it's not that one.
Even the story.
No, I just thought that was fun. Comment number 2 is from Just Saying in London.
Raising money for cancer. Seems good to me. Why is everyone so horrible and negative?
Raising money for cancer.
I've never raised money for cancer.
No, so he's saying, what's the problem here? They're raising money for cancer. Why is everyone being so horrible?
Gogglebox.
Yes.
Celebrity. Is this when he had his feet out?
Yeah. What?
Did you do Celebrity Gogglebox for stand up for cancer?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he had his feet up while he was doing stand up.
Yeah,
for
he had
cancer.
his feet up, like, you know.
Is
like
he
when
on
was
Wiki Feet?
resting.
You...
His feet weren't even that
Hang on,
bad.
I'll look
Like,
up
they
his
weren't
feet.
crusty.
Well, hold on. The headline is Danny Dyer leaves viewers in hysterics as he teams up with daughter Danny for Celebrity Gogglebox, but some can't take their eyes off his dirty feet.
They were not dirty. They were not.
Does he walk around the house with no feet on?
What do you wear?
No
I don't wear shoes on in the house.
I don't.
I wear shoes in
He
the
always
house.
like complains at me in the house if I'm wearing no shoes or socks.
Who
He's like,
wears
"You can't-"
shoes
I
in
know.
the
I
house?
agree.
I don't wear
shoes in the house.
socks in the house.
Are you aware of this website where you can rate celebrities' feet?
Yeah, apparently I'm on Wiki Feet myself.
Do you know what rating you have?
I don't know.
Would you
I
like
don't
to
know.
find
Well,
out?
sometimes if I do like Q&As on Instagram, someone go, "Oh, you're on Wiki Feet."
I'm going to introduce
But
a
I
new segment to
dare
this
to go
podcast
look.
called "How Good Are Our Guests' Feet?" and I'll find out.
Are they on there?
Yep, lots of them. And
Are you joking?
you have to guess out of 5, what is your rating?
7?
Out of 5,
Oh,
what is your
I thought you
rating?
said out of
But I like
10.
the
Oh,
confidence.
3?
You are a 5 out of 5 rating on Wiki Feet. That's amazing.
That's
Here are all
made
the
me so
photos of all your feet.
happy.
Danny, that's
The
really
people,
good.
they like your feet.
I've got good feet, you know.
So maybe it
when
should.
they've had like I could be a foot model. I couldn't go out as someone if they didn't have good feet. Do you know what? They look lovely there.
Yeah, they really do.
I'm really happy
You're
about
pleased with that,
That's
aren't
made
you?
my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could be a 5 out of 5 on Wiki Feet,
There's a lot of photos of your
Made
feet.
it.
Would you like to hear some of the comments?
no.
Thank you, Archie. Moving on to the next story. This comment is from One-Eyed Monster from Southampton.
Oh, bit too much info, sir, and I like to take my time. There's no rush.
Something to do in a restaurant, maybe? Menus? Being told, ordering something? Let's have the next.
Silent majority.
Love the silent majority. They stand up for what's right in this country.
Aberdeen.
I'm surprised he lasted that long.
It's very sexual,
it?
this, isn't it?
Yeah, you're on the right lines.
Sexual, is it?
It is a bit. Comment 3 from Sorry Voice in Woking.
He's a bit thick. Conception doesn't happen during intercourse. It takes a long time for those little swimmers to find the egg and fertilise it.
Is it possible this is about the tuna sperm?
No, it's not about the tuna sperm.
Well, it's about
Is this
some
about
sperm.
Jared
No.
having twins with me?
No.
Oh, because maybe Jared's swimmers are fantastic because they doubled
a
up. They were doing relay in there, weren't they?
Is it about...
They were doing 2 by 2.
No, it was actually me. My egg split when you have identical twins.
Oh,
It's
they're
split.
identical.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was the second comment about taking long.
The second comment was, I'm surprised he lasted that long.
Does Jared last a long time?
It's not about Jared. We've established
It's not
that.
about Jared.
Who lasts a long time, famously? Is
I'm
it about
surprised he lasted that long.
Does lasting long? Are we talking about what I think we're talking about, or is it more innocent?
I don't think you guys are going to get this, so I'm gonna give it to you. The answer is at the In the Style clothing launch, Danny's dad said that she was conceived in 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
The headline is Danny Dyer claims daughter Danny was conceived in just 2 minutes as he struggles to hold back tears at clothing bash.
To be fair, he was 19 at the time. No one takes that long at 19.
Danny, fill us in here.
That's not the right word to use, Josh. That's not the right phrase. Fill us in here,
I
please.
didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
He's very open. I think no, he is. Some of the things my dad says are very tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
I think we was filming the Jack and Danny show at that time.
Okay.
And then we was talking about, and then obviously my dad always speaks about how I was conceived.
Right.
Where were you conceived?
Oh, I know where I was conceived.
Where?
At my great nan's house. Yeah, my mum and dad did it at her house.
Okay.
Okay, we're a very open house.
Well, that's
Nanny Julie. She was lovely.
Nanny. She had a lovely guest bedroom, did
She
she?
had a lovely guest bedroom.
Was it a bedroom or was the sofa just comfy?
Does he embarrass you a lot, Danny?
Yeah, he's always been the same.
On
really.
purpose?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he's Yeah, he's crazy, but I love the way. I love how. I know some people think, oh, it's a little bit intense because we're very jokey and very open, but I love that how we are really. I mean, some of the things he says. It's just the way he is. Do you know what I mean? But I've always been very honest. I can tell my mum and dad everything, and I love that.
That's really cool.
But obviously not so much about the conceived stuff. That's a bit...
Yeah.
He can joke about it, but not so much me. I'm his daughter.
Put it like this. Are you going to tell the twins when they're old enough how they were conceived?
No.
No. So this isn't the family tradition that he started.
Okay, well, Danny, that is all. Thank you so much for being our guest today. Has this podcast made you more or less likely to want to read the comments?
Oh, yeah, I don't think you should ever read the comments.
I totally agree.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, boys.
And thank you to all of you for listening to this podcast. Please don't forget to subscribe so you can have every single episode the moment it comes out. And consider saying something complimentary or unpleasant about us. But either way, remember, always go
straight to the comments.
Ciao.
Now we all know they're flesh and bone, the same blood, sweat and tears. So why do famous people seem to really grind some gears?
Idiot!
Waste of space.
What the hell are they wearing that?
Who even are they? Stupid hair.
They look a right off.
So whenever you feel lost and need uncommon sense, there's one place we all know to go: straight to the comments.